What up, everybody? It's PJ here, and I'm with Excabandai.
What's up?
Yeah, basically gonna talk about week 2 in the NFL and watch me play some more Madden. Well, on the home team at least. The Jets.
Interesting.
Oh, shout out to Aaron Rodgers. Hopefully you're recovering pretty well, man.
The prodigal son has returned.
How in the heck did we end up dark on dark?
Because they chose dark uniforms.
Yeah, this is gonna be brutal.
And you're wearing a throwback.
Yeah, but I'm the home team. It's okay. But yeah, so week 2, went up to Atlanta and got to watch that loss in person, so that kind of sucked. Game itself was
You're 0
fun though.
for 2 in Atlanta now.
I know, man, that's brutal. Like, that was the first time I've been at the Benz. I was at the Georgia Dome with you for their last game there, but
That never happened.
yeah, it was one of them games. The first time seeing the stadium, it was really nice. Probably my favorite away stadium that I've been to so far.
What's the newest? That's for sure.
Yeah, I just mean, like, even in general, stadium looked nice. The presentation during the game was great because I'm a hip-hop fan, so seeing, Big Boy on the screen and Jeezy playing and them franchise boys randomly performed at the game, that was pretty awesome. But unfortunately, the fourth quarter wasn't as awesome. Watching Green Bay give away a 12-point lead. Top 3, well, not the top 3, but 3 of its starters on offense out before the game even started, and then losing Jenkins in the second quarter, I believe.
Yeah.
It was a tough day at the office, so encouraging with all that to still only lose by 1, but I don't know. How are you feeling about that game and team so far, Zach?
I like how the team has played so far. I think Jordan Love has been better than probably expected, although definitely needs for improvement in the accuracy category. I think he's completing 55% of his passes this year amongst the 2 games, so it's not like one bad game or one good game. They're both about the same. So, I mean, he's doing well. His reads look good. And the decision-making with the reads seems to be good for the most part. I did watch the QB school video that JT O'Sullivan released today on it. And there were a few plays where he kind of locked in on the number 1 play, number 1 route. And if he had just looked at that second guy, he would have gained a lot more yardage. There was a crossing pattern in the fourth quarter. I think it was on the first drive that we had in the fourth quarter. And Dubs and Reed crisscrossed. And if he had just looked at Dubs, he had an easy 5 yards of separation, but he was the higher of the 2 crossing routes, so he was kind of like the clear route. And nice touchdown.
Thank you. I thought that was going to be a stop for a loss, so I'm bouncing off of it.
So he was the clear route, and it looks like Love just never looked at him, but he had tons of space. It would have been such an easy pitch and catch, even at 25 yards down the field.
Yeah.
But overall, it's pretty good. I think the offensive line has been pretty solid. Like, even with Bakhtiari out and then losing Jenkins partway through, they still did okay for the most part. There was some, not being in the film room, it's hard to say, but there appeared to be a few times where the offensive line just didn't block someone due to some sort of miscommunication. But since we don't know what protection was called, it's hard for us to know whether it was a mistake or if Jordan Love just didn't call the right protection.
Right.
I'm still concerned that A.J. Dillon just can't seem to get going even when he is the #1 back for the day. I know there's a lot of jokes about him, tripping constantly or super easily, which is still true.
Yeah.
I know in the 3rd and 1 that led to that horrible 4th and 1.
Well, I picked it off. I'm gonna get hit with passing or not passing interference, personal foul on Gary there.
Well, why'd you commit a personal foul?
Wanted to hit Zach Wilson a little bit, rattle his cage.
You hurt yourself when you do that.
Yeah, that was not wise.
Anyway, the 3rd and 1 that led to Jordan Love's terrible QB sneak thing that he failed at.
Yeah, that was one of the worst QB sneaks I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, only the quarterback moved. It's fine. Was it the left guard or the tight end? One of the two stepped on A.J. Dillon's foot, and he immediately tripped.
DeGuara, I believe, that ended up stepping on his foot.
Like if that doesn't happen, and I know it's not that DeGuara was blocking poorly, it's just he got pushed back, and what was he thinking?
I have no idea. I'll take it though.
All right.
Oh, hit him with that dance. Oh man, do we have a quit already?
It completely broke my train of thought. Friendly quit.
Milestone.
Nah.
You chose the Jets. You chose this lifestyle.
That's not even that. He could have just taken the sack.
Well, he took that L. That was bad.
Friendly quit when you're getting whooped. Like I'll agree to a friendly quit when I'm losing and they offer it for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But like you can't go make a horrible play, throw an interception, and be like, well, maybe they'll just let me concede without taking the loss. Why would they do that? You're the one that made a mistake.
Yeah, for real. That was something.
Okay then.
But yeah, it's been nice seeing Love be probably about a top 10-ish quarterback the first 2 games of the year so far.
Yeah, I know a lot of the stats and the PFFs and stuff like that all have him as like a top 5, but
yeah, the eye test
I
doesn't say top 5 yet.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing that well. I think he's just not making major mistakes.
Which, to be fair, 6 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. If you would have told me that at the start of the year, I would have been like, "Oh hell yeah, Hall of Fame number 3, baby, let's go!"
Absolutely. Even when I was watching the QB school video, the first touchdown is just like a 1-yard, like it's not even a pass. It's barely even a toss.
Yeah.
And after he went through the play and kind of what happened and what he liked about it.
Wow.
He goes, I know a lot of people, yeah, it's kind of rare. They don't have a stacked roster that a lot of people would want to play online with. But he said that, a lot of people will look at that play and they go, it's not really even a pass. And he goes, at the end of the season, you're not going to remember that when you're just looking at the stats.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's interesting. The kick was not squibbed, but it was hit so short that your tight end returned.
Yeah, that was new.
It was interesting.
I see it every once in a while, but it still always kind of catches me off guard when I see it.
Yeah.
Here we go. 95.
The defense, on the other hand, they've been with Joe Barry going into their 3rd season as a unit. Most of the key contributors have been there that entire time.
Yeah.
There's really no reason that at this point they can't understand and figure out how to stop a run game. And that's what killed them in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
It wasn't Ritter throwing dimes all over the place. He only had
I think it was like
237 yards. He had
Yeah.
237 yards. That was it. Not a lot. I mean, Jordan Love only had 150. Yeah, there wasn't a big passing game, but we gave up 124 yards to just Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, that man was absolutely a menace on Sunday.
Yeah, and then we gave up an additional 48 to Tyler Algier, and we gave up an additional 39 to Ritter himself. So all told, we gave up 211 rushing yards. And I hadn't really watched Ritter until we played them this past Sunday. He's a fairly mobile quarterback, but I wouldn't describe him as a running quarterback.
Yeah.
Just like I wouldn't describe Jordan Love as a running quarterback. They're mobile. Justin Fields is a running quarterback. Lamar Jackson is a running quarterback. Even Jalen Hurts to a degree is a running quarterback. Ritter is mobile. You just got to kill him with those screens or
Yeah,
not screens, but ends,
yeah, the little drag routes and
digs.
ends. If he wants to keep giving that to me. I'm gonna do a run play on this one though.
Yeah, you got to mix up every now and then.
Yeah, can't let him get too comfortable.
But yeah, like I'm sorely disappointed in the defense. You have so many players, and they're good. Like they put so much draft capital on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
There's really no excuse that they shouldn't be a top 12 defense.
Yeah, it's been the most frustrating thing. Just you see players individually that have been all pros in our system, mostly Pro Bowlers, but then it seems like every year they just cannot stop the run when it absolutely matters. Now it seems like we're kind of a great pass rushing team. I know I was looking at like some of the PFF grades earlier today, and we already got Gary and Clark both at 82 plus, which I guess it's supposed to be like their elite pass rusher metric. Which, what the heck? But I saw Gary's actually got the highest pass rush win rate of any edge rusher in the entire league so far to start the season. So
I mean, he was doing pretty well last year before the injury, so it's not super surprising. It's kind of surprising he's number one, but I'm not surprised that he would be in the top 3.
Yeah, and I know like some of it he had limited snaps week 1, but still got a lot of pressure against the Bears, which we joked last week it's just the Bears. So
I mean, I've watched 2 QB school videos on it. Their offense is a mess. It's not just Justin Fields. Like he's obviously a big part of it. He's the quarterback, but like their scheme is not good. Their blocking overall is not good. It's just not. It's not a good offense. And your defense doing well against that offense doesn't tell you anything about your defense.
basically just tells you if your defense sucks against that, you're really in bad shape.
Yeah, if you struggle with the Bears' offense was his first 2 weeks, your defense needs to go back to the drawing board and look themselves in the mirror because they are not good.
Yeah. But yeah, the Atlanta game overall, like I'm still pretty positive about the Packers this year. Which, granted, I'm not expecting like a Super Bowl or anything like that. It's a young team; they're going to make their mistakes. But I think they can contend for a division title this year. It's going to be interesting the next 2 games, especially with the Saints and then the Lions on a short week.
Yeah.
The Saints, surprisingly, I didn't realize that they haven't been 2-0 since like 2013 until looking at their stuff earlier today.
I didn't realize that either because they had some pretty good teams.
Yeah. But
Closer to the 2013 time, but they had some pretty good teams in there.
yeah, so I mean, it's going to be a good battle. Their defense has always been pretty good in the last couple of years. They're probably pushing the top 5 status this year. I think they finally gave up their first touchdown in like the final minute of the game last week against Carolina. But I don't know. We'll see who we even have. I know Jones, I think, was questionable still going into this one.
Yeah, he didn't practice today. He just stretched and then went inside.
Yeah, and then Bakhtiari and Jenkins are both not expected there, so you're down, your top 2 offensive linemen. I don't know what that's going to look like, if they'll have Zach Tom slide inside or they'll let him stay out and, just kind of...
I mean, if you're going to miss those guys, I think it's best to do what we did against Atlanta. Is that the best lineup? Not necessarily. But you don't want to mess with the right side of the line. And the guy that they have playing left tackle, Walker.
Yeah.
He practiced there during the preseason. So, that is your expected backup left tackle. Leave him at left tackle. Your other three on the right side, those are your starters. If they're healthy, keep them.
Damn, I thought I had Savage on that first dive, and I realized I didn't. That sucked.
Rip. So, I mean, yeah, it's going to be a challenge for the offense again. And, this is the first year in a while where I don't really have a lot of expectations for the offense. It's hard to even be mad at the offense when they struggle because I'm expecting them to struggle.
Yeah.
You have a young quarterback, almost effectively a rookie, because he just hasn't played much, even if it is his, third year, fourth year?
Fourth year.
The wide receiver core, your most experienced wide receivers are second years. Your starting tight end's a rookie. There's just not a lot of weapons on offense that have proven that they're a true weapon, except for Aaron Jones, who may not even play.
Yeah.
Which is why it goes back to I'm so disappointed in the defense, because there's a lot of draft capital. There's a lot of good individual players on that defense. And they turn in one fantastic 3-and-out, and they follow it up with a field length drive of 9 runs and 1 pass for a touchdown. It's hard to watch. And it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
What do you feel? Because I know that I know that Minnesota being 0-2 is kind of a surprise.
Yeah, especially with the Bucks in week 1. That caught me way off guard that they lost that one.
Detroit, I mean, they looked exactly what I expected them to look like when they played the Chiefs. I didn't watch any of their game against the Seahawks other than a couple of highlights. But they still dropped 31 points. So their offense was moving.
Yeah.
They look like a scary team, and they're really young too. Their head coach has them, clicking. They're still making mistakes, but
that man would make me run through a wall.
Oh yeah, I hear him give speeches to the Lions, and I don't like the Lions because I'm a Packers fan. And that man is fantastic.
Yeah, I think the Lions are still the favorite in that division, especially now. Minnesota, I think, will rebound a little bit, but this is also kind of the feeling that I had with them. They had a good season last year, but how many one-score games did they win? Wasn't it like 11 or 12 or something like that?
It was a lot, because I remember us making fun of them because they had a winning record. I think they only had, 1 or 2 losses, but they had negative point differential.
Yeah, something to that effect. Like right near the end of the year, they finally went negative.
Here we go, set. 52
But yeah, it's
which is just how do you have that many more wins and losses with a negative point differential? Because they got blown out in those losses.
Yeah, it felt like the way the Brewers play baseball sometimes, where it's like, hey, by the way, here you go. But yeah, I think Minnesota will rebound. They'll probably finish second or third in the division. I don't know.
Their offense is so explosive with Jefferson.
Yeah, it was.
And he's such a great route runner. I watched the supposed Kirk Cousin highlights from the QB school, and every time there was a route thrown in Jefferson's direction,
Yeah.
JT was talking about how Jefferson was able to run like a corner or a post, and he's able to make the turn for those routes without slowing down. At full sprint, he can run a post or a corner.
That must
Like,
be
that's
nice.
it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, he's
Like-
an amazing receiver. That's why I was still surprised when they were facing the Bucks. The fact that he had, I think it was like 138 yards the very first quarter or first half of the game, and then it was like 12 yards the second half. And I was like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah. Like, they just went, well, we're going to shut him down, and then the Vikings lost.
Yeah.
And even against the Eagles, I mean, he was most of their offense. They had a few big plays by Hawkinson and Jordan Addison at wide receiver.
Shout out to
But
Hawkinson
Jefferson
for,
was...
Shout out to Hawkinson for getting me like a half-point victory in fantasy football this week.
Justin Jefferson was 11 catches on 159 yards. He had no touchdowns, but he was making plays. So he did have the one fumble for the touchback.
Yeah.
But, you know, he was making plays. He's most of their offense. They only had 28 rushing yards against the Eagles. That's why they traded for Cam Akers.
Yeah, that explains that. I'm still so mad as a
Madison was
Seminoles
8
fan.
carries for 28 yards, and
Man.
Ty Chandler was 1 carry for 0 yards.
I just want to tell everybody, as a Seminoles fan, I'm so mad that the Vikings keep getting some of my old Knowles players. Like,
I mean, it doesn't always work out for him, like Christian Ponder.
yeah, that was funny, but because even when he got drafted, I went, really, y'all are taking Ponder in the first round? I was like, more power to y'all.
Yeah, didn't he go like 10th?
I want to say like 13th or 14th. I don't have the exact number obviously in front of me. Bruh. My game dropping passes out here. This is BS.
Ready. 33. Yellow.
Take
But
12.
Set. Go.
yeah, I knew it was. That didn't work.
No, you sniff that one out. The user hit sticked you.
Yeah. 3rd and 12, long distance. I pulled off the middle sign a few times, but I have a feeling comebacks are going to be the better option here.
Let's go now.
Which means pick 6 to the house, obviously.
Yep.
Set. Go. Set. Hunt.
Run, Jordan, run. Oh my god.
Did you step out of bounds?
I did. I was pulling my
Boy.
analog stick so far.
Boy.
And it was like, no, you don't.
Boy.
Ready.
Yeah, that's bad.
38.
Obviously, I just want to give Quadzilla some love because he's struggled in real life recently. So, at least as far as football goes. So, me. Or I can give him a play that looks exactly like real life.
No blocking.
Alright, gotta be careful here because 14 seconds, no timeouts. I'm actually aware of that this time.
Yep. Don't lose it.
Oh man, I don't
Incomplete
like
pass or nothing.
Yeah, I don't like any of these looks. I'm gonna do double stick here, see if that gets me something.
Yeah, anyway, back to our division conversation. The Lions are... Oh, that worked out well.
Christian Watson,
just-
please come back.
And that's why I don't like playing zone defense at the goal line. You just
Ooh, I
found a
hit
little
that
pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's alright. But, yeah, the Lions, I think, are the most complete team of the NFC North at the moment. And that's based mostly on the Packers, even if their defense is so aggravating, they seem to have one of the better defenses in the division. Oh, he's just running the clock out.
He only took off 2 seconds.
Yeah, that was interesting. But the offense is just such a big question mark right now because no one's settled in on their youth. I
Yeah.
believe that the Lions are the most complete. The Vikings defense is like super hit or miss. and their offense can be shut down if you stop Justin Jefferson, as evidenced by the Bucs.
Well, I guess I'm going to take a field goal here.
Well, this was an unexpected turn of events.
See if I can convert. Hot damn. Wait a minute.
It went in. It went in, but it was a lot closer than it should have been.
You know what? I don't care. It's 3 points that I didn't deserve anyways. But, yeah, I think the Bears are clearly the bottom of the barrel in the division right now. Offense is a mess. You know, even with us coming in brand spanking new on offense, we went up and put 38 on them. So, you know, until they show otherwise, I still have them as last in the division. And then
I agree. Their offense is just out of whack. Their defense is probably not as bad, but I mean, their defensive coordinator resigned today under questionable circumstances, but officially for his health.
We'll see how that all goes.
Yeah, so I mean, anytime you have your defensive coordinator resign for week 2, you know, it kind of throws like the whole game plan of where the defense is going to be, you know, up in the air. Their defense may get better, may get worse. It's hard to say. And then I think it'll be us and the Vikings at the kind of closest battle for the second, third position.
Yeah, I would give probably Minnesota a small edge right this second, but I can easily see if Green Bay is healthy, us kind of taking second place on them.
I think that we have a good chance to take second place as long as we win the matchups by shutting Jefferson down.
Yeah, which I know Jair's been a little bit scary the first 2 weeks compared to normal, so. I saw a stat earlier, I'm trying to find it again while playing this game, but he's, I want to say, giving up like 6 catches on 8 targets or something like that. What the hell? I have that here. Yeah, 6 catches on 8 targets for 103 yards and a touchdown so far when he's the closest cornerback in coverage.
And I think most of that was against the Falcons.
Yeah, it was. Which,
I mean,
happens.
it doesn't change the fact it's still 6 of 8, regardless of who's throwing the ball. It's 6 of 8 with a touchdown.
Yeah, and unfortunately, one of those 2 incompletes could have been a pick 6 the other day. So that was painful to watch. I was all hyped up, starting to jump up and down in the stands, and then I realized he didn't catch it, and I was like, oh crap.
Yep.
I still love you, Jair. But yeah, I'm interested when we face the Saints this upcoming week because, you know, they have a really good defense, so it's going to be nice to see Jordan Love get probably his toughest challenge yet. I didn't realize, in addition to the 2-0 start, they haven't given up more than 20 points. I think 20 is like their absolute max since November of last year against Baltimore. So they've been, it's been one of those where I know some of those offenses weren't great, but you had teams like San Francisco in there also, which I don't remember the context of that game to kind of check in. Either way, NFL offenses, doesn't matter really who's in there, to have that long of a stretch is pretty impressive. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing.
It's going to be a tough test for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes. I'm looking forward to seeing how our defense rebounds because I know New Orleans might be without both Kamara and Williams because Williams got hurt the other day and Kamara's still suspended. I'm not sure the rest of their running back situation because injury reports are still early and stuff. But passing games for them has been kind of hit or miss this year. It seems like their offensive line, especially on the left side, has been struggling to start the year. So I'm interested to see, can we take advantage of that, get a pretty good pass rush going. So we have 5 sacks so far this year, but 4 of them are against Chicago. So, can Gary and the crew kind of get some more sacks and some drives early against Carr?
Yeah, because they certainly weren't getting as much pressure against Ritter as they did against Fields.
Yeah.
And Derek Carr is not a terrible quarterback. He's solid.
Yeah, solid NFL starter. So that sucks.
Freaking Hutchinson.
I just got an inappropriate message from our friend Juan, so I was looking down.
Interesting.
Here we go. 10 black.
Oh man, how the hell did I do this?
Black shot.
I know he's trying to cover that middle zone though.
Yeah.
Making individual adjustments with every single player. Square. Okay.
Damn, person. I believed in you.
Why you no block?
It's a little bigger play than it feels like it should be.
Yeah, you're only down by a point.
Ready up.
Down a point on their side of the ball. He's going to start caving in a little bit. Alright, let's see.
Trying to cut off the slant. Oh, he had the slant. He had the slant read.
Oh well. If I can force him to throw another pick like I did at the end of the first half, maybe we'll be alright.
We shall see.
Damn. That play got blown up. I'll take us to the first quarter.
Plays aren't too bad.
Yeah, I think with Green Bay, I don't know if they'll beat the Saints. I think it'll be a competitive game at least. So that's what I'm at least hoping for. Is as long as it's competitive. I know we're 2-point favorites, so.
But that's because we're at home.
Yeah, home team usually gets like 3 points.
Yep.
So they're expecting a close win or a close game. So hopefully that's a good finish this time instead of like last week. And then Detroit coming up on a short week after that, so that'll be. I'm not feeling too confident on the Detroit game.
No, I hate short week games. And then we're playing, like I said, the most complete team in the division. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah, but I'd like to see them surprise me. Wow.
What an interception. I did not have that on my bingo card.
Same. I mean, I'll gladly take it. Like,
quarterback doinks ball off teammate's helmet for an interception. Doink.
it looks like something you would see on like the old 90s Follies videos.
Yeah.
That was the slowest 1 yard gain. That was 4 yards. Holy crap. Felt like a 1 yard gain. I look up and it was like, yep, yeah, we're good. Got exactly what I wanted out of it without realizing it. He keeps him brashing down, loading the box a little bit. It's one of those I should take a deep shot. I just don't know if I can.
Watch out now.
Might not need to if you can throw slants or cross.
So close. Alright. AJ Dillon, I believe in you.
Hold on, please.
Black. 95.
Yeah. I feel the power.
Oh yeah, he's definitely blitzing.
All right, go. Let's go.
I don't know what you expected. There was nowhere for him to go.
I don't know. What do you think? Pass or run play? It's inches. Feel like you got to be able to pound it in, but
I mean, he's just been running straight to the line.
I'm doing unders here.
60 reps. 60
Yeah,
reps.
like I kind of expect Reed to be open, just like he was last time.
I'm
May not
gonna
be.
Black Ultra.
actually swing left.
13 seconds.
If he blitzes on that left side, I'm going to Jones ASAP. If he doesn't, I'm going to Reed.
Stay. Cut.
Reed,
Yep.
he's been leaving that open, trying to stop the run.
Yep.
Like you had almost the same exact route reversed on that last 4th down attempt.
Yeah.
It was open.
Alright. I'm going to make him burn some timeouts and then see where we're at.
Ready.
Yeah, he's being surprisingly aggressive with only a 1-point lead.
Ready. Go.
Jesus Christ. Jason Bourne.
You snapped it while he was sprinting to the line, so he just kept running.
Yeah. Let me make a coaching adjustment to make sure he does not strip the ball out.
I don't know, do you have time for a play action?
Yeah, I'm not doing play action. I was trying to see what run play I wanted to run at him. Gonna run it right into the side, see what happens.
Ready.
Not bad.
Yeah, I'll take that.
3rd down though, he's definitely going to fill the box up.
Yeah, just letting it go to 2 minutes. Alright. It's the big boy play. Damn, Jordan Love. That man stayed orange.
He's tired.
Gonna be cautious here. Hit a halfback screen. He's been blitzing a lot, so maybe I can pop it.
Might have Watson.
I'll just do that. Ah. Let it run down. I like how I have shoot clock on it. It did not really shoot the clock, so now I'm just waiting.
I mean, the clock went down like 15 seconds.
Yeah, I thought it was going to go down more than that. Back in like the old Maddens when I used to play, I think it went all the way down to about 12.
Kind of amused that he's doing a regular defensive play.
I know. I ain't gonna lie, I got scared there a little.
Yeah, kicked a little too far to the left, but it still went in, so you're good.
I think this is the most field goals I've kicked in the game since picking Madden back up.
You kicked 3, right?
Yeah. That man said, Lord have mercy, as he was hitting a high step on me.
Alright, you gotta keep him out of field goal range.
Yep. I'm gonna do some over the top adjustments. See if I can force something here. What the hell? I saw the red bar and I was like, ah, damn. I did get hit with a damn penalty.
No,
Wait, intentional grounding. Hell yeah.
I was like, how is that not intentional grounding? Like, as soon as he threw it, I was like, he didn't even move. He just shot it off the field. Well, that was a big boost. Now it's second 23.
I love the fact that it feels suspicious though. Like, bruh.
How you gonna do that? Second 23, big 20.
Classic Packers.
No, that'd be 4th and 26.
Bro, don't mention that play right now.
Well, don't play like that Packers defense.
The pain that you just brought me.
That's okay. You didn't have to watch them show only highlights of the 2016 NFC Championship game because you were at the stadium. They
Yeah,
didn't
thank
show
God.
any from 2010.
All I could like think about when I was walking up is, wait, who's the commentators? And I was like, Vilma? I was like, ugh. I was like, I'm glad I made the trip up here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I would do a better job because I wouldn't, but
What the hell? Somehow out of all that, incomplete pass.
almost stepped out of bounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying I would be a better commentator, but there's a reason they're not the #1 team for Fox.
Yeah. I have Kenny Clark in a flat? What the hell? What the hell?
Interesting. Spiked it.
Spiked it and somehow like went way the hell back.
The center kicked it.
Yeah. I've been playing zone on him almost this entire time. I'm just gonna hit him with a blitz. That's probably game right there.
Yep.
Damn.
Sad.
Yeah, well. I feel like he shouldn't be passing here. But yeah, it's gotta be a running back draw. Ain't no way. Oh my goodness. The Mad Lad actually trying to throw it. Nah, he's just running with. Okay, he did throw it. Right down my throat.
Bruh.
Yeah, that sucked. Well, at least he left me a few seconds, I guess. See if I can hit some love to Watson.
4 verts.
4 words, let the speed go. I'd not give a crap if he gets this or not, because either way, it's a touchdown game.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting to go to. I mean, I guess it forces you to not miss the extra point.
Yeah.
By getting it, but... Hey, maybe you'll finally have a good return.
Nice little joke there. Oh man, kicking it to Tucker Craft.
Well, you got 2 timeouts, so that's nice.
How the hell is Jordan Love still tired?
Probably because they gave him crappy stamina.
I know, but good God. Detroit went and had a whole ass series on this game.
Oh, middle field open?
Maybe.
He backed that dude up just so that he would already be in the zone.
Damn.
That didn't feel proper. That felt like a jumped up to get the ball and got his legs chopped.
Gets up perfectly fine.
43. Ready, go.
Alright, here's your Hail Mary.
Okay, right?
I don't know why Aaron Jones is in here. Just run, baby. They did my boy. Oh! I thought I was gonna get it out of nowhere. GG's to that, dude. And just like how we were talking about, Detroit's a little bit better on this one. But that's because I suck.
Yo, defense was trash.
Yeah.
I feel you, Jordan Love. As far as other games go, I know that the Giants made a ridiculous comeback against the Cardinals, which The Cardinals aren't a particularly good team at the moment, but neither is the Giants.
Yeah. What was it, like 60 points unanswered before they finally were like, yeah, you know what? We should probably do something.
They didn't score at all for 6 straight quarters
Yeah.
before the second half against the Cardinals.
Rank 38.
And then they ended up winning 31-28. They were down 28-7 at halftime of the third quarter. Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember like getting all the messages on our group message, and it was like Giants are cooked, and then like we turned on the game and watched them make this huge comeback, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yes. Cooked. That was bad.
Yeah. Hit it with the touch pass, and it was just like, yeah, never mind.
I know that the running back for the Rams, not Akers.
Blue 32.
I got the wrong name stuck in my head, and I know it.
Set cut.
Yeah, he's on my fantasy team, but my brain's blanking because I'd never heard of him. Kyron Williams. He had a really good game. Seeing the reports, they were saying that he would get lion's share of the touches, and then they made Akers a healthy scratch, and Kyron Williams ended up getting 52 yards on 14 carries, which isn't great, but he also ended up with 2 touchdowns and 6 catches for 48 yards. It's like surprise game out of nowhere, especially against 49ers who have a very good defense.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember it, when I was coming back and watching kind of the second half of a lot of the 4 o'clock games, Denver hitting that Hail Mary near the end only did not get the 2-point conversion was absolutely hilarious.
That Hail Mary was so fluky too. How many players did it hit? It hit at least 2 or 3.
Yeah, I want to say it hit about 3 on the way in, but yeah, that was funny. I looked over and I was like, "Oh man, they're really gonna make this comeback," and then they didn't.
Yeah, I liked Tom Grossi's joke. Like, oh yeah, Hail Mary play at the end of the game to win. How original. Oh, by the way, you don't get the 2-point conversion.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Ready.
Also, that Steelers-Browns game, what a slugfest.
Yeah.
Like,
Nick Chubb.
the score makes it seem like, the offenses were doing well, but it was really just a bad game.
Yeah, it's like
Everybody died.
Yeah, for Nick Chubb, I hope your health is good after that, like your knee and everything, because that was absolutely terrifying to see his knee go like it did.
Yeah.
I haven't even kept up. I haven't seen any updates on him. Why, hello there,
I haven't
Play.
I haven't heard of any updates either. That's not a touchdown?
It was. I declined it. Yeah, I thought it was caught in the end zone, and then he popped out, and then I eventually got hit into it, so.
I just saw it say 1st and goal, and I was like, how? He fell into the end zone.
Yeah.
Also, Deshaun Watson should have probably been ejected.
Yeah, didn't he end up hitting an official, and I saw the face mask penalty and everything.
Yeah, I didn't see the clip of him bump the referee or push the referee or whatever it was. He said that it didn't happen that way, but there's video footage, and from what I understand, he pushed the referee off of him or back away from him, which I've seen much less get auto ejected.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, he had 2 face mask penalties, but they weren't incidental, like he was trying to make a tackle and his fingers got in the face mask. He grabbed them by their face and tried to throw them to the ground. He knew what he was doing. And I don't think that face masks contribute to being ejected, but that because it's not a unnecessary roughness, even if it is a 15-yard penalty. But you'd think mixing that with him shoving an official would get him ejected. But yeah, I guess there's too much guaranteed money in his contract.
All right, first quarter still leading. That was unexpected.
A surprise to be sure. What a wonko.
Yeah, I know my wife, for everybody,
My wife.
yeah, she's not really like a specific, diehard fan of any team, but she roots for Cleveland because of my father-in-law, my brother-in-law, and obviously the Packers for me. But I think she leans more Browns just because Christmas game a couple years ago, Packers-Browns, she wore all her Browns gear. But, yeah, I know.
And how did that work out for her?
Our kid gets to be a Packers fan.
Yeah, close the middle of that field, bro.
Yeah. I'm going to do a cover one hold, try to get it underneath. Some cushion.
For the push.
Finally got one over the middle. But yeah, I went to go play some video games, and Cleveland was ahead, and then I found out TJ Watt got that fumble recovery and touchdown for their second one of the night, and I was like, well, sorry. That sucks.
Yeah, it was a very sloppy game by both offenses.
Yeah. I don't think this guy has ran the ball a single time yet. So this would be the time. Nope.
What did I say about closing the middle of the field?
Man, I had cover 6 on. I thought there was going to be somebody there.
It's all wrong. Good.
That's actually what I chose.
Well, yeah, because it's guts.
Nickelodeon guts. Give me that.
Oh! I mean...
Run, Quave, run. You were so slow.
Pick 6 with a linebacker?
Apparently. Let's go, baby.
Wow. You know, it felt like Quay was running in slow motion, but the wide receiver wasn't running that much faster.
Yoink.
Was that a CPU pick?
Yeah, it was a CPU pick because I was controlling Wyatt, but I'm more like looking at it and I was like, what the hell was that route supposed to be?
I think he was just supposed to, stand there like a shuttle, but
yeah,
it's kind of a weird thing to throw right there. Like that's where you throw a fade or something.
Yeah. I ain't gonna question it.
And he RPO'd out of a run play, which might have worked to throw a pick 6.
Works for me.
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
It's like one of those, if I can get another turnover and even like a field goal or something, that'll be pretty much a wrap.
Don't speak too soon.
I mean, yeah, I gotta stop the middle of the field here somehow.
Yeah, I mean, like, he was marching until he made a mistake.
Wait for him to choose a play at this point.
You just got to go in blind. You know he's going to throw over the middle of the field.
Yeah, I know. Or not call play at all. 3, 2, 1. Give me that delay game.
Interesting. They gave delay a game on Richie James.
Alright then. Network issues. You know, normally I would say how convenient, but he's had network issues this entire game.
Yep. Could also explain why he never picked a play. Rip.
Well, apparently it was legit. So, you know what? I'll take a 2 in one night on Madden.
Could be worse, for sure.
Yeah. Highlight that.
And you essentially ended on pick 6, which is fantastic.
Yeah, you know what? I ain't gonna really top that too much on Madden this year, so yeah. We'll end it there for Madden. And any predictions for Sunday for the Packers?
We're playing at home. It's home opener. We are likely to be down Bakhtiari, Jones, and Jenkins.
Yep. It seems like Christian Watson might make his debut this week.
Yeah, that's true. He should. It seems to be trending that he'll start.
Yep.
I'm always confident in the Packers, so I'm always going to pick them to win. It's definitely going to be close. I'm thinking it's going to be something close like this past week's game, like a 26, 23, 24, 21 kind of game.
Yeah.
I'm choosing the Packers to win, but the Saints are going to put up a good game. I think it's going to be close.
Yeah. As I kind of mentioned earlier, Saints haven't broken or haven't given up more than 20 points in a game since the Ravens did it back in November. So that's kind of my benchmark spot. I think Green Bay can finally top that. I'm going to go Packers win 25-24, and Gary gets 2 sacks in this game. So
It's very confident of you.
I think their offensive line on the Saints is going to...
Gary's not going to be as on much of a snap count this week as he has the last 2 weeks. So he should have more opportunities.
Yeah, I just feel like the Saints left, especially their left side of the offense line, just a little bit. I've been looking up at them. They're going to give up some pressure, and I feel like Carr's just going to throw a pick that seals it for the Packers, which absolutely means the Saints are going to win by like 20.
Yeah, you can't trust this guy's predictions.
Yeah,
don't listen to him.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Except for when I have to play against some of our fantasy football group and pick 'em, then suddenly I'm decent. But yeah, I'm gonna go with 25-24 Packers, and you know, I don't know if we'll have another Madden video in between that one and the Lions game. So
yeah, it'll be a little tight.
Yeah, that one I'm gonna say Lions will probably win. I don't know what the score is yet. I'm just gonna say Lions are probably gonna win. So I have a feeling we're gonna be about 2-2 going into the second quarter of the regular season.
Yeah, I think that's respectable, understandable.
Yep. So, any last words?
No, I'm good. Had fun.
Yeah.
Talk football.
Yeah.
Watch Madden.
Yeah, got to see me get a couple wins, so we're all good.
Yeah.
I guess my last words will be go Pack go, and we'll catch you next time.